Hello there everybody, thank you for being here. I'm very happy to see you. My name is Dean GW and today we're going to be talking about GW number 7. Now again, if you don't know what a GW is, then you can go to the first video in the GW video series. Yeah. And if you would like to skip to the summary section or the most important points, then again, as always, you can find them either all around me or in the description box below or in the progress bar down below me, yeah? Alright, so what I wanted to talk to you about in this video is two metaphors that are gonna help you to be in a good mood, in high spirits, so to speak, yeah? Because it's very easy to go down to just get depressed, to get anxious, to get annoyed, to get sad, and all of these things. And I assume that you are familiar, at least a little bit, with the law of attraction and the fact that when you are in a high vibration, then this is exactly what you're going to be attracting. So therefore, it is in your best interest to be in a high vibration. So these two metaphors are hopefully going to help you to be there more often than not. And hopefully these metaphors are going to help you out when you are in a low mood or in a very low vibration, low emotional state, to remember what is happening right now, what you are doing actually, yeah? And when you're just reminding yourself what is actually happening, then I bet you're not going to want to be there in that space anymore. And your mind is automatically going to be motivated to go up, up, right? So here they are. The first metaphor is going to be with the stairs, yeah? So imagine that every single process that you are doing, yeah, they can be smooth and the opposite of smooth, rough, right? Or whatever, filled with obstacles. And it's very hard for you to do this for some reason, whereas here, it's very easy, it's very smooth, it's very light, and not so many obstacles. Or in fact, maybe no obstacles at all. That's also a possibility. Because I'm pretty sure that you had some experiences where you have done the same one thing, and that same one thing some days was easy for you to accomplish, and some days it was very hard. For some reason, everything went south. And it was not possible for you to be as efficient, be as effective, and for some reason it was very challenging. And I'm not talking about just, naturally when at the end of the day, for example, when you are exhausted, then of course, in that state, everything is going to be hard. But I'm talking about like when you wake up and you have all the energy, but for some reason it just doesn't work. And the thing that you promised yourself yesterday that you're gonna do today, it's kind of hard to do. It's just, you just don't feel like it, man. Yeah? So this is the type of process I'm talking about. So let's imagine these stairs. And when you are doing something, it can be either smooth or not smooth. Yeah? So when you are in a good vibration, in a good positive vibe, so to speak, the metaphor here is that the process that you're doing is going to be exactly that, just stairs, just moving up the stairs. And so when you're in a good mood, what you're having is just a simple going up the stairs, nothing special and nothing hard actually, right? Because there's nothing hard about going up the stairs. However, it becomes really hard when you're in a bad mood, because when you're in a bad mood, what you're creating, like these stairs, start to become like angled a little bit, yeah? And they become slippery. Imagine that, like made of ice, for example, and you don't have specific shoes that are gonna help you out in that situation. And also, you are having like different stalagmites that are coming out of the ground, and then you're not able to move past them, or you have to exert extra power and use extra energy in order to overcome this obstacle, and maybe there's not just one obstacle but like 15 of them, yeah, just because you're in a bad mood. I mean, this is how powerful it is. And maybe you can also imagine there are people in both of these sides waiting for you with their boxing gloves, yeah, just to punch you, maybe punch you emotionally, so to speak. And for some reason, when you are in a bad mood, you're going to find more and more people that are not going to just annoy you, but also distract you with something that they say that it's important when it's actually not. Not that important, at least for you, yeah? And when you're in a bad mood, you're going to see a lot of obstacles that are going to be in your way that are not going to allow you to move with whatever is necessary. For example, it's necessary for you to, when you're going up the stairs, there is some energy that is being taken from you, yeah? But this energy is like, not a lot. It's, for example, let's say 5 units of energy, the minimum requirement that is required of you to move up these stairs, yeah? But instead of these 5 units, what you're going to be doing when you're in a bad mood, well, you're going to need to exert extra power and lose extra energy and maybe use 15 points or like 20 points, yeah, literally 4 times more energy than it could have been had you been in a good mood. However, it's a good thing to remember that it's not just something that happens overnight, yeah? You cannot just, if for example, you've been doing it for a very long while and anything that you've been doing with a bad mood, and then suddenly you just see this video and you're thinking, okay, let me do it in a good mood, yeah? And let's say you've been doing it for 10 years with the bad mood, and now you're trying to do the opposite of it, and you're trying it a couple of times, and then you're disappointed. But that's normal, that's okay, it just takes time. Because also, it's not just that you are fighting with the old habit of yours to see everything in a negative light, if that was your habit, but also the world is a mirror that is, developing the picture gradually. It's not happening overnight like this, right? You can think of a, Polaroid picture, Polaroid photo, if you remember, that takes time, like maybe 5 to 10 minutes for the picture to develop, yeah? So the same with the world that is a mirror. However, this mirror doesn't take just 5-10 minutes. It takes longer. It can take a couple of months. And that's okay, that's normal, that's expected. So please take this into consideration as well, yeah? And the second metaphor that I have for you is from a game called Dead Space, if you remember. I actually was a big fan of this game back in 2008 or 2009 when it was released. And I remember there was a specific feature which I really enjoyed with the main character. It was that when you press, I believe it was control button, then the main character would just look down and he would just activate something inside in one of his hands. I guess it was like some kind of a GPS device from future, yeah. And then there was a line, there was a specific line on the floor, like coming from him, going towards different, like one direction where he's supposed to go. Like for example, if you have 5 quests, yeah, and you're done just with one, but you don't understand where even to start to proceed with the second quest, then what you want to do is just press control, and then he's gonna show you with the line where to go, yeah, and you're just following the line, and then it's gonna allow you to continue with the game, which is great, which is very handy. Wouldn't it be great for us to have this type of line to show us like, okay, I don't know what I am, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know where I need to go, I don't know the right person who I need to contact, blah blah blah, and then you're just pushing this metaphorical control button, and then you're seeing what you need to do, where to go, what to think maybe, yeah, what to change maybe inside of yourself. So this is it. And what the metaphor here is that imagine if you're in a good position, in a good, emotional state, emotional position, then in that case, you're able to see this line. Oh, also this line was colored blue, yeah? And in the game it was colored blue, as far as I remember. But then imagine when you're in a bad vibration or in a bad emotional state, yeah, or you think like everything is, like the rose-colored glasses. Well, then now you're having the black-colored glasses, yeah, and you're seeing everything as a vicious place or a vicious circumstance or situations. Every person is evil for some reason. Then guess what you're doing? What you are moving towards is another line. And that line is, let's say, colored red, yeah? And red in this case is signifying something that is dangerous, something that is that you want to avoid, something that you want to be afraid of, yeah? So when you are in this bad state, you cannot actually even see the blue line. All you can see is just the red line, yeah? So that's why it's not ever recommended to take decisions when you are not emotionally stable, like as far as possible, yeah? If it's not possible for you to just calm down, okay, yeah, then in that case, just take whatever decision that you can do. But if there's a possibility, there's like a time frame in which you can just relax a little bit and then, take your time to go back to yourself, back to stability, then please do this. And only then you're going to be able to take a good decision, yeah? So it is in your best interest to be in this good mood, because in that case, and only actually in that case, you're going to be moving towards blue lines, yeah? Towards the lines that are productive, that are going to bring you more happiness, that are going to bring you more fulfillment in life. And this is how you do it. You just focus on the positivity. And actually one of the easiest ways to do this, well, not the simplest, okay? Not the easiest, because that's not easy. I wouldn't call it easy, but I would call it simple, that's for sure. According to reality transurfing, what you can do is just see everything as a positive thing. Just literally just literally decide that from this moment on, everything is positive. Even if for the rational mind, this is going to be something that is going to be considered bad or evil or unfortunate, you have the choice to see it in a positive light. And this is not being like with the rose-colored glasses, because you're doing this consciously, yeah? You're doing it consciously because you understand that you have like an infinite number of these lines, yeah? Different colored lines if you wish. And you want to go, and let's say this one, the lowest ones are the negative ones, more negative, yeah? And the upper ones are the more positive, more high vibrational ones, the ones that are going to bring you more joy, and this one is going to bring you more unhappiness, yeah? So this is not a rose-colored technique, because you want to consciously go here. And how do you do this? One of the ways, like I told you, just see good in everything, including the so-called bad things, yeah? Because I think it was Shakespeare who said that nothing is ever good or bad, but thinking about it makes it so, right? So you can use this to your advantage, and then really, literally train your mind to see everything in the positive light, and then bit by bit, gradually, you're going to be moving upstairs, so to speak, yeah? Upstairs, the vibrational scale. All right, thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope this video was useful for you, and I appreciate you very much. If you have any questions or maybe suggestions, then please leave a comment down below. And here is the summary, and see you in the next video.